Hello, everybody. Welcome, Papua New Guinea, for your family reunion. It's been a while since we had a chance to chat. Just want to let you know from our side of the world that you're our brothers and sisters, and we wanted to know. Main thing is I wanted to know if OConnect, this version's a little easier to get into Unpassive than the older version. Well, not the older version, but the version before this one. I know at the same time they're doing a beta test for the backgrounds, and that's messing up a little bit of the bandwidth. I know Daniel was in last time, and he said it was a big effort to get in. Some of it's on your side with the internet, but like Joanne is very clear. Daniel's getting clearer. David, you're pretty clear. I don't think from Papua New Guinea, I wouldn't use the backgrounds yet until we get things stable. But this connection will only get better, David. We're recording this, and I'll give you the recording so you can give it to everybody in Papua New Guinea, okay?
Yeah.
I did invite Ash Mupara.
Thank you.
But he has already had scheduled another meeting, but he might pop in. I don't know. I told him we're going to be done. We're going to be done at 2:00 a.m., about an hour and a half, which will be, I don't know what time that'll be for you. 4:00, I believe, something like that. I'm just going to go through and let you know kind of an update, David, so that people in Papua New Guinea have an idea of what's going on. As you know, right now they're working on a way to resolve the payments so that people can receive, and the company can receive, and everybody can get their bonuses or whatever they have coming with bonus and their any kind of commissions that they might have made. It sounds easier said than done, obviously. The first merchant didn't work out very well. They told them for a year that they could handle the volume, and about a few hours in, they found out they couldn't. The big difficulty for Unpassive is because they pay out while they're paying in. It would be easy just to receive money, but trying to give the money back at that volume is very difficult. Plus, there was a big delay. The company was paying the money, but the money to go to people there was a delay, and you can't have that. So they're working on a way. Eventually, we will have our own banking and everything internal. But in the meantime, they're going to make a bridge or something that is more secure, something that can last. You know, we have to make something that'll go more than 1 month or 2 months. It needs to keep going, because pausing and starting and pausing is not good. But that's all they're working on right now. But in the meantime, they're also adding new products. As you see, they redid OConnect. Last night's webinar, Ash talked about another video conferencing platform, not even called OConnect. It'll be part of it. And it's supposed to be light years ahead of even this platform. And this platform by itself right now is the best on the planet. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. With the functions and everything they have. The connection between the United States or America or the other world into Papua New Guinea, that's only going to get better. And the same with other countries. I know a lot of countries were able to log in that could not log in before. So that's a good thing. But technology is getting better every day. And I believe the day will come where there'll be more satellites, there'll be better connection. I know there's a product coming out called Opal. Opal would be something like kind of like a bridge, like a mini instant message or Skype or a hybrid of both, where you can chat with people instantly no matter where they live around the world. That would be fantastic for this company, because a lot of communication gets lost if you don't hear it from the horse's mouth. By the time it goes through 5 people, the story that you heard isn't even what was said. So that happens everywhere. But no, everybody is here. Ash was really happy that we were doing Papua New Guinea. He wanted to know the feedback. And he thought that the connection should be a little better. You might not have to use as much bandwidth to connect this direction. It lends a better helping hand. The technology is going that direction because, out of 8 billion people, only 5,400,000,000 can get online, can use the internet. That's just a little over half. So a lot of technology is going to be bridging that gap for people that can't get on to people that will be able to get on. So and that's a pretty cool thing. But you have a lot of brothers and sisters around the world. You're an inspiration to everybody. You always have been. The more this goes, the better it's going to get. But when the new version came out last week, about 10 days ago now, I believe, I was totally in shock. I could not believe how clear it was and how well it worked. And the first thing I wanted to know is, can people from around the world get in? And they were coming in very, very good. That was the best news I heard. The clarity's better, the sound is getting better. And like I said, they're also working on this beta test for the background. So that put a little bit of a fuzziness to it. I told Ash when they added it, it's not quite as crisp or quite as steady as it was. And he agreed. He said, yeah, we know. But they have many, many AI features that they're going to add. And it's not a light switch where you just go click and it's on. It's a lot of testing. Because remember, when you put a picture behind you, it has to be clear. At the same time, there's many dimensions to the front of your face. So it's going back, it's got to be clear, and it's got to be clear on you. It's a lot of technology, a lot more than people think. And I obviously, it's out of my pay scale, but I noticed some people, the background works better if the wall behind them is farther back. Like for me, my chair's right here, and then a foot later is my wall. So it has to adjust so much to get clear. But they're working on it, and they seem to, well, they're going to get it. They have the best minds in the world. Ash has hired scientists. He's hired people. In fact, he hired the very instructors that instructed him at 12 years old when he won a scholarship to learn AI and IT. And that's where he got his passion as a young kid. And he actually wound up hiring the very people that taught him, which is pretty good. And the one gentleman is one of the top in the world. Absolutely. And his question to Ash was, can you set up so I can sleep at work? That's what these crazy people do. But that's where these type of people are the ones that, a lot of people, some people like fishing, playing baseball, doing soccer or whatever. These type of people, their fun is thinking of new ways to do things. Everybody's world's a little different. So, but they're all working for us. I know a lot of people, there's a little anxiety. When's this? When's that? I talked to Ash last night before the meeting, and he did bring this up, that when he does an extension, the extension means we're not done yet. We didn't get where we want to get. In the meantime, he gave us OConnect. We're not paying for it. We're getting it for free. And it cost the company millions of dollars to give away OConnect. Millions of dollars. And thank God for OConnect, because it kept us together during this whole journey. If you really think about it, 2020, when we grew 1 million people, it was during this so-called pandemic. People needed a place to go. People want to socialize. And we went from Zoom, and by the way, Ash paid $100,000 a year for Zoom. $100,000 a year. And we haven't paid a dime. I paid $143 for 1 year of OConnect. Are you kidding? And our level right now of 10,000 people, 25 on the panel, in a webinar, in Zoom, would cost you $5,000 a month. We will be nowhere near that. Not only is it going to be the cheapest in the world, it's going to be the top technology, and you're going to get paid to use it. That's phenomenal. And what I love about OnPassive, as you know, David and everybody in Papua New Guinea, it doesn't care where you're from. It doesn't care what religion, it doesn't care what color you are. OnPassive is an equal opportunity blesser, okay? And everybody's going to get blessed from OnPassive. You saw it about 5 years ago now, David. This is your 5th year. And we've all seen this company. What we joined 5 years ago, that company's long gone. We are now into something that we can only dream of. And it's going to change everybody's world. Because that same $500 that somebody might be getting in California for a payment is the same $500 somebody in Papua New Guinea is going to get. It doesn't care who you are. Payment's payment. And I think it'll change. I know it will change the world. And it wasn't an accident that people with big hearts joined OnPassive. It was not an accident. Because, you know, people are going to give. And if you have more resources to give, you're going to give more. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, I talk enough usually. I'm going to turn it over to Minnow and let her kind of host it because I'm really bad at hosting. But I want to hear from Papua New Guinea. I want to hear from David and Veronica and Daniel. Daniel and David, you guys have been here from the beginning. Joanna's here. Hello, Joanna. Yeah, I know all of you. Yes, look at you, man. She smiles and I automatically smile. She's got that shine thing that Corinne has. Yeah. Walk in, you need sunglasses. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Minnow.
Right.
Go ahead, Minnow. Let people do whatever you want to do.
It's an honor. It's a privilege. Thank you for letting me be with you. Why don't we start with Mr. David Buckell? You want to contribute, say anything about the new version or any talk about OnPassive that you would like to share? Is the image frozen?
He's frozen.
Okay.
He might be frozen. Oh, also, Minnow, if anybody from Papua New Guinea has any questions, feel free to ask it.
Right.
Somebody here can answer.
Because we have also, besides Marty and Chris, we have Dan Street and Mike Ellis here with us, which they can address any questions. Now, let's see. Let's go to the person that they have on the screen. Elizabeth, would you like to say something? Could you unmute, please? Can't unmute. Okay.
Elizabeth has a bad flu at the moment as well, so.
Okay, let's go to Joanna. There you go. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon from Papua New Guinea. It's afternoon here. And good night, good morning, wherever you're logging in from. Thank you for having me on. I'm glad I'm part of this global company. I know nothing about IT, but I'm thankful to God, I should say, that somehow out of the billions of people in the world, I got picked to be in this company, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
And thank you for introducing the business to PNG, Matty. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I'd like to thank Matty and all our leaders to always try to encourage us and take us to the next level, because we are not we're not familiar with IT and internet products, but thank God our leaders are taking us through, and we seem to understand from nothing. I think most Papua New Guineans who tap into, our founders, those of us who tap into the webinars and chats with our leaders, I think we have come a long way and we have learned so much, and we are grateful and thank you for this.
Absolutely.
And, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Joanna Kitika, and I'm a single mom. I was married. I had 3 children. Unfortunately, one of my sons passed out. And he was my baby son. He passed out. My husband died way back some 3 decades ago, and I'm still single. But I thank God, he sees me through in my life, and I'm able to survive, and I've lived with my children. And I thank God for giving me the strength and the courage to go through this life with my children. And now my 2 children, they're already grown up. They're living their lives. And I'm living with one of my adopted sons. He's taking care of me now. So I'm with him. And I first was introduced to OnPassive when it was introduced to me by David, and I knew David back when he was a bank manager in my province. He was a branch bank manager with the ANZ Bank, and I knew him from there. So when he introduced, in fact, I was a banker myself. I worked with the bank some 15 years, and then I resigned. And just when I resigned, David came in as a branch manager into my province, and that's where I got to know David and his late wife, Susan Bakau. And we grew a very close bond as friends, and we are still together. Unfortunately, Susan is gone, but I'm still stuck with David. So that's where he called me to introduce this business to me the first time when he came across this business himself. Out of all the people in Papua New Guinea, I think I was one of the first ones he contacted to introduce the business to me. And knowing David and that I didn't have any doubt in signing on to the business, even if I didn't know anything about IT. I trusted him because I've worked with him in life together with his late wife. Knowing him, I didn't have any doubt to sign onto the business. When he introduced, I instantly, I didn't know how to get him to log in and create the emails and all that. So he did that for me, and then he swapped my bank card to pay for the fee, the 400 kina in PNG, which was in US dollars. I think it was
97.
100 something, I can't remember.
No,
when we first
97.
initially paid for it.
Yeah.
97.
Yes,
Right.
$97.
Yeah.
So knowing David, I didn't have any doubt. I just followed him like a leader, a sheep being led by the shepherd. So I just stepped in and signed on. So after I signed on, I went through some hard time with trying to share the business with friends and family members. They were thinking it's something that I was going crazy, and they didn't want to sign in. And they said all kinds of things, but I didn't mind. I said, well, I'm just sharing something that I came across, but if you're not willing to sign on, just let it be. So I went ahead, and because in PNG, we have a culture that not everybody is fortunate to have a job. So when in our culture, we are family orientated, and we share what if somebody in the family is working, then we share the income, we share the food, what we bring into the house, we share it with the whole family, and we even go into the extent of the whole community. We share what we earn and what we have. So with coming from that kind of culture, I thought, I tried to introduce the business to family members, they didn't. So I had a little bit of money, and I thought, might as well. It's a good chance, and I better sign for family members and extended family members I wanted to help. So I went ahead and one little money I had, I just signed everybody in, all my family members. And I come from a polygamy family. My mother happened to be the 5th wife of my father, and I happened to be the only one educated amongst all my siblings. So when I saw this business opportunity, I felt for my brothers, my sisters, my niece and nephews, and whatever I had saved in my career time, I resigned from my job already. And whatever I have saved, I thought of my family members, so I just decided to sign on for all of them. And I've purchased accounts for everyone in my family. We are 16 siblings, and I try to make, out of the 16 siblings, at least I try to put 1 or 2 of the children of my brothers and sisters into this business, and I've signed them all on. So it's a good opportunity, and I thank God. I think for me, it's a prayer answered for me. Because when I lost my baby son, he was only 1.5 years old when the father died, and I raised him to be a very young man. And then it happened that it was an unfortunate situation. He passed out. So when he passed out, I had an impression in my heart that if only I would have some money, the pain that I felt in losing him, raising him to a standard to see him live off life and then to lose him, I felt some kind of pain in my heart. So then I was sitting back and I was saying, if only I would have some money or something, if I was somebody like millionaire or so, I would give a second chance to every parent. My son was sick and admitted in the hospital, and it happened to be me and him only. We were the only ones living in our house back home. And my 2 children, they were already off, and they were studying elsewhere in other provinces. So we were the only 2 living. And then when he passed out from the hospital, I had this thought created in me that I was thinking, I didn't get a second chance for my son. And I was thinking, if only I had some money, and if I become a millionaire, I would try and give a second chance to people who would go through situations like this, traumatic situations, or wherever they can be helped. I would want to be in it to help them, but unfortunately, I'm not a rich person. That's what I thought. And then somehow something triggered me, and I prayed over this, and I said, God, if only one day I can become a millionaire. I don't know how I would become a millionaire, but somehow I prayed, and I said, God, if only one day I would become a millionaire, I would try and give a second chance to people like this. The pain that I am feeling, I don't want other people to feel it. If there is any chance and way I can step in to help in any way, I would be grateful to help them. That's what I thought. And then it was way back some years, I think it's well over 12 or 13 years now, after I lost my son. So then I was thinking, and I prayed, and after I had a problem myself, and I came to Mosby, to our national capital province. And when I was here, David called me, said, sister, I have found a business and I'd like you to step into it. And I didn't hesitate. He called me, so I went and signed on this. And then I realized that the one thing that made me, that David shared with me, and it struck my mind, he said, you won't do anything. It will all be done for you. All you need to do is pay this fee and get yourself registered. That was kind of like, it was surprising news to me. I was thinking, there's nothing free in this world, and how come we are going to have this business? The way he was explaining, I was thinking, this is a miracle, or is it? I was asking him, I said, are you sure it's free? And he said, it is free. Everything will be done for us. It's all automated. It's something new, but, chances come only once, so let's step into it. And I said, okay, that I'm in. And after I realized that, after attending all the webinars and all that, I realized that it was something special that I tapped in. So that's why I decided to sign up all my nieces and nephews and all my family members. They all found us. But unfortunately, they're not educated, so I'm taking care of all the accounts myself. So that's where I was introduced by David, and I got into the business but it was not easy trying to share the business with my family members and other community, even my colleagues, workmates. I tried to share with them to tap into the business. They said, we don't know anything about this, so you can have it yourself. We don't want to have anything to do with it. So that's where I came and stopped, but I'm waiting to prove them wrong. When on positive pace, that's when I'm going to prove them all wrong. And I'll tell them that this is what I introduced to you people. You didn't want to join in. So this is where my money is coming from. So I will prove them all wrong when I get my money. Even my children too. Some of my children, my adopted children, they didn't believe in it, but I purchased the positions for them. So once on passive pace, I think I will surprise them all by ending these accounts over to them. And they'll be, I think they should be happy. And why I went and with that thought that I had,
Thank you.
I registered an account. I called it Second Chance Foundation. That was to help people, and I've registered an account, Second Chance Foundation, and I opened it, and I've registered there's a company here in our country with our government to make it recognized as it's a business and it's a company. So I registered it already with our government here, and I've opened an account with OnPassive, registered with OnPassive as Second Chance Foundation, and that is, I'm looking at taking off the young people who are aimless. They don't have any jobs to do. They're just running the streets. I'm looking at taking them off the streets of the cities and towns and putting them back in the village. And when I sat back and I happened to ask some of the young people I came across with, why are you running around doing nothing? And when you have the potential to do something and move on with life. And most of them, when I asked, they said, well, we don't have support. We don't have money. We can't get a job. And then there's no job. And our unemployment rate here in PNG is very high. So when I saw that, I opened this account, Second Chance Foundation, where I want to give a second chance wherever I can to help. I will be able to help them with Second Chance Foundation funds that will come in. I'm thinking of taking the young people off the streets of my province and of my village, because there's always a reason behind. I came to understand that there's always a reason behind it.
Right.
People doing what they do.
Joanna, what a story. Thank you for sharing your heart out. OnPassive found you. You had education or no education. You had the vision in your heart to see the value of OnPassive. You had a person that you trusted your life with to follow blindly and just trust him. And so you're coming from a sharing and caring culture. So it's already in you. The OnPassive attitude and demeanor is in your culture. And you're taking everybody under your wings. Very sorry about your loss, but keep your chin up. You seem to have a dream for people around you. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you for all.
Thank you.
So we go
Thank you.
Yeah. So next, let's go to David Bacall, please. Can you, I think you are unmuted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, David.
Yes, we can hear
okay.
you.
Thank you. I couldn't switch my video on. I don't know, something went wrong with it. But yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Minu. And I am glad to see all my international family back on. Marty, my brother, and Mike Ellis, and Dan Street, and Chris, yes, and my sister Jean, Narelle. Thank you, everyone, for turning up. Ron, thank you very much. Listra, thank you, and my sister in Brisbane, Australia, Vavine, good to see you. And Papua New Guinea, everyone that is listening in, watching in. I'll just speak in Pidgin a bit. Thank you, Lord.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Let me lose. Despite the poor connection, they seem to stay engaged. He knows enough about the leaders to acknowledge them on the floor and everybody who's been trying to stay connected with.
Yeah, Daniel can fill in, but don't worry.
Right.
I'm going to have to go. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. I have to get up early tomorrow, go get my son. So
Good night,
bye,
Eric.
everyone.
Let's go to
Good night.
Daniel. Daniel, can you unmute? There you
All
go.
right. Thank you again. I will. My story won't be long, but once again, thank you, Mati. Thanks, Dan and Mike Ellis.
Hi.
Thank you for coming by, and all of you, Narelle and Mino. Thank you very much. I just want to provide my feedback. Thank you very much, Ash and our dream team. Since I joined on Passive, I can honestly say that I can see progress all the way through. There's nothing that hinders us. That's why it keeps me, my fire keep on burning, even though people shy away. But for me, I can see progress until this stage, as far as we are now today with OConnect. It is much better, perfect. We just have to take it on board and run with it. And I truly agree with Marty, Mike Ellis, and Dan. With OConnect alone, this only one product, it can set us free. And I totally believe in that and trust in that. But if there's only one or two and some more adding on, I think Joanna's dream will come true. But OConnect alone will give you what you want, Joanna. So I'm very thankful that even people start talking negative. But for me personally, I can see progress. Every time on Pacific is always progressing. Progress. So that is why I'm very confident. There's no other company on this planet. Ash is very transparent. He's the only CEO that comes and talk to us. And it's a brick and mortar company. You know, this gives me confidence and total confidence. I speak with confidence to my people here. And I know people come in here for many reasons. Yes, I know most of them, they come in here for the money because of the hardship that we go through. Yes, we understand that. But to build a business, it takes time. So on Passive, we'll still deliver. There's no doubt about this. I have no doubt a single bit. So the main thing is we must stay engaged. We must continue. And it will deliver on its own time. And when it delivers, then it will add more smile on our faces. But at the moment, we're already smiling. Because now using my tablet and connecting here, it is very stable. The images are very clear. Now I can talk. You can hear me clearly. I'm not breaking. If you remember when I was connecting with a laptop some weeks ago, a month ago, I think, with the mothers, I think I watched the recorded one and I was breaking up. But this one, I come to realize that if I'm talking directly to the speaker on my tablet or laptop, then it breaks. But if I use a earpiece and I talk it directly to the device, then it is stable. And this is what I'm doing at the moment. So that's something I've improved, and I will continue to improve as I learn and picked up any discrepancies. It is us. It's not OConnect. It is us. We must try to find ways to connect well. Like I mentioned earlier, we have 3 internet service providers in the country. It is us to try to switch in between to see which way is stable with us. And now I'm on this one. It is stable with me. I connected earlier on. It was not stable, so I had to switch. And now I'm still here. So again, it's not the our platform or Connect. Or Connect is perfect. It is perfect. We must do some things to work it better in our favor. So otherwise, On Passive is real. On Passive is ethical. It's a true company, and it will deliver when it's ready. We must not dictate. You must not try to tell us what to do. We just have to be patient because it's given to us on a golden platter. We have done nothing. They work for us. We just have to support the company and just stay engaged, have patience, and when On Passive delivers, we will all be happy about that. But once again, thank you very much for all of you who Ron and Ron and Mino show very good. Even though you don't see us, but we are staying engaged. Marty's Live and all the others, our OTEC Pros, digital blueprint for Andy and Mana and Collins Mana, our sister Comfort. We are engaged. I attend all those webinars because I'm nobody, but just because of On Passive, my knowledge has grown since I joined the On Passive movement. And people think that I'm an IT person, but I'm not. I am just being taught and educated by you, all of you here that conduct webinars and stay engaged. So once again, thank you very much, Marty. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you all for your time. I know it's very late at your location, but I know you have a heart for us. We are brothers and sisters, and we work together to support each other. Thank you very much.
Yes, Marty has a heart for everybody, doesn't he? I hear a person with true loyalty to On Passive. No matter what, you're not going to engage into negativity. You show attitude of gratitude. You see progress. Bravo. You know your OTEC Pro team by name. That is staying engaged. And that's what we all should do. Thank you. And you already noticed the clear connectivity with this new version of OConnect. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yes.
So we go to...
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
David Bacau, are you back?
Minu, can you hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you, David.
Okay, thank you. All right. I think the platform is perfect. I signed in. I just logged in smoothly and I came in. There's no problem about it. It's my device that's a bit freezing up here and slowing me down. But anyway, thank you. Just affirming what Daniel has said and affirming what Matthew said. Yes. 5 years, going up 5 years now. And when we started, I'd like to remind all our Papua New Guineans listening, 5 years ago, this company was only a dream. It was only a dream by Ash. He shared his vision, and the product that we are in now, or Connect, was only a dream. It was only spoken of. And we believed it. I believed it when Marty gave me the link and I went in, I listened to the vision that he shared and I can feel his heart. And I said, this is a genuine business and the person is a genuine person. So I clicked and I joined. And, we never gave up. We stayed on it. And when you're building a company, a big company like this doesn't get built overnight. So understand this, my people. Understand this, my founders in Papua New Guinea. We're not talking about a small company. I've come to realize that technology is something that you and I don't understand. It's like in Pidgin we say it's something of the spirit, something of spirit there. You know not look him lo eye, you know can touch him too, but something of spirit. So like in which we said, you can't see it in your eyes, you can feel it. It's a spirit. So we are coming into this age where everything is flowing online, but it is still a physical business, a brick and mortar. We have a physical office, we have physical people who are working in this, but because of their knowledge, they're bringing to us this platform. So I want to encourage all of us, those of you who are sticking in there, sticking right there, getting engaged. I encourage every one of us, just stay engaged. This is the time to be engaged. You can't lag back. Once you lag back, you'll miss out in a lot of things, and you'll struggle to catch up. So I want to encourage all of us, please, just hang in there. As Daniel said, when the time comes, we will see the fruits of it. So we are already here. It's not far. It's already here. Just hang in there, okay? No matter what comes your way, just be there. Just be there. Have faith and get stuck into it. So I'd like to just thank everyone. I was so privileged to come across this platform. Mati, when he shared me the link, as always said, this platform, you will be led onto this platform. And we were searching for it. I was searching for something that will give me an income online, because I was already in a direct selling business, and I was looking for a way to make it easier for me. Instead of talking to people physically, I went online to look for a system that can do things automatically for me, and that's how I found Mati. So when my search, I went and I typed in business automation onto that Google search, and it landed me on the page with Mati and Mike and Dan. They called themselves the leverage kings at that time. So when I saw it, and I saw the word leverage, and leverage sort of clicked in my mind and said, yeah, I know the word leverage. We all benefit from everyone's effort. So I asked Mati, what is this? And he told me, just give me your email. So I didn't hesitate. I just sent him my email, and he hooked me up, and that's it. I'm hooked. So that's the story.
Amazing. Amazing.
We are here now, 2024. Wow. I can say only wow. And just hang in there, guys. We are in for a ride. Thank you, Mati. Back to you, Mino.
David, you sound like a true leader yourself. 5 years ago, you saw the vision, you saw genuinity of the leaders, Marty and Ash, and you just followed through. You've already been traumatized by the direct sale marketing. You've tried everything you could, and you were looking for automation, and you saw it in this. Bravo. Thank you for hanging in there. I'm privileged to be at your presence for the first time. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Mino. Thank you.
All right. Elizabeth, can you unmute?
Hello?
Hello, we
can you hear me?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
My voice is not very good right now, but I would really appreciate that I'm a member of this company. I'm a brand ambassador globally, and I'm proud to announce that our Connect is beautiful. It's super. Our Connect is not giving me any problems. I'm tuning in from Port Moresby, and there is no problem going into the platform. Sorry, my voice is really bad, but I am so proud of it. Yes, I have no problem. I have a tablet, Samsung Galaxy tablet, and it's very easy. I have been clicking in and out of our Connect, and I'm just wondering if I can put my team together during very close days to come to talk to them using this Connect product that we have. So, Minu, there is no problem with me. Wonderful. I just kind of got in instantly.
Wonderful. That's
Sorry. Thank you so much.
Despite the fact that you're not feeling good and you don't have your voice, but you're still here to share your heart. I'm glad that you have a great connection. By the way, did I hear there was a 6.9 Richter earthquake in PNG? today?
No, that I know.
Okay.
No,
Right.
we don't hear any news.
All to be safe. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm trying
Thank you,
to see.
Elizabeth.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
All right. Who else is from? Kyla? Kyla, can you unmute? Kilo or Kyla Verobo? Or Miriam? Miriam Gayo Tulo? I apologize if I chop your name. Miriam, can you unmute? Did we have Veronica speak? Veronica? All right, so any of the leaders, while we get better connection with PNG, if you would like to say something, this is going to be over at 2 o'clock. Yes.
Minu,
I can hear you,
Vavine, yes. Vavine is there?
Vavine.
Vavine
please.
is there? Yes.
Please go ahead and share your thoughts. Vavine, are you from PNG? I apologize if I don't know that. So, can you unmute?
She's residing in Australia.
Yeah, she's from PNG and lives in Australia.
Yeah, we've been friends for a long time, but I somehow neglected to know that you were from PNG.
She can't unmute.
Can't unmute.
Ravina, try and refresh and come back and it should work.
Okay, while you do that, Mike Ellis, would you like to share some words with us?
She's unmuted.
Vine?
Can you hear me now?
Let her go.
There you
yeah,
are.
we can hear you. We can hear
there
you.
You
yeah.
are.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so privileged and very honored, to be honest, to be amongst all of you here. And having to see my my countrymen and women here, I'm just really, really excited. I'm really excited for the country, knowing that leaders like David and Joanna and Elizabeth and Daniel, we're going to be fine. They are very committed individuals, leaders in their own right. They love their people. These are men and women who have been here since 5 years ago. So I've only just come in 2020. I've seen them then, and I'm still seeing them now, and I'm very excited for the future for the country. This may not be for us, but it's a foundation that we're laying for our children and our grandchildren. So this is exciting times. Just if it happens today, tomorrow, we are going to be excited, but knowing that our future generation is going to be secured through OnPassive, and it's many, many benefits, not only personally, but into the schools, into this online learning that we will impact those very remote areas. That is very exciting. That's something that I'm very excited about as well, personally. So I'm very, very proud of these men and women here of Papua New Guinea. I'm in Australia, but my heart and my soul and everything else is just wanted to give back to the nation of Papua New Guinea. We've come a long way since independence. We thought we would be okay when we gained our independence, but we are not. We're not where we would like to be since 1975. And I think true independence is going to come through OnPassive. And the leaders that we have here today with Joanna, Elizabeth, Daniel, and many others who have not mentioned their names. But I am very positive. And thank you so much, Mati. From the get-go, it's all spiritual. Like many of us here have experienced the spiritual connection that we have. And Mr. Ash is the chosen one for us that connected us all together. And we do have our jobs to do, our tasks to carry out wherever we are on this planet. And we will come together at some point and just look back and join the dots, I suppose. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself to be able to do the things that we will be doing together. I would obviously connect with all my countrymen and women. Being out of the country doesn't mean that you are not part of it. But we will all be in the same journey together, and hand in hand, we will support each other. So, pardon me, Mr. Here. Sorry, I'll just quickly say this in Pidgin. Mr. Plahia, got tinting plantil or one of something, but people got simple ask him. You got one questions that you're not sure about. Feel free to ask him. You may walk one time. You may build him up, contribute me. Because me sabe some government blaming or working work good, they have their own challenges. Now I'll get this something where some like you may all plus land you may know benefit from it. There's a long passive income. You may all get about one time now. We will build that. We will be the bridge to our people, grandma and grandpa in the village that don't have anything. So make this la positivity and make this la confident law on passive by helping law this la side or something. So we will all work together. Thank you so much. Minu, back to you.
Sabina, I picked up a strong sense of wholeness and contentment, and that's precious. You feel at home, away from home, among these people, your people, and among us, international family. That's beautiful. And I'm going to repeat what you said. You said true independence comes with unpassive. What a beautiful thing. That can be applicable to anybody's lifestyle, to any countries. And you mentioned the spiritual connection. Yes, like-minded, like-hearted, spiritual connection. Isn't that the truth? Beautiful words. Thank you, Lavinia. Thank you.
By the way, Vivi, you are a superstar, okay?
I was going to say the same thing, Marty.
Yeah. You got, I see her every day. She says some of the nicest things. I always post them on my live. You are a superstar. Fantastic.
Thank you, Michael. Listen, Marty, that means
believe me, you don't have to worry about your future.
No, that's for sure. I'm going to follow you is what I'm going to do. You're all right. I'm going to let Chris go. I'm following you.
Yeah, you're on the live every day.
Yeah, Marty once said, every turn he makes, he finds a diamond. You're one of them. Thank you. All right, Mike Ellis, please.
You sure you want to go there, Minnow?
Not really, but you're here. So.
It's always a joy to come on with my Papua New Guinea family and be able to talk with you all. I haven't been able to do that for a very long time because we haven't done it. And I'm hearing a lot of things today, and they're all good. They really are. But I'm hearing be patient. It's coming. Stay engaged. And I can tell you, no, it's here. We don't have years to wait before Unpassive comes out and does what Mr. Mufara said he's going to do. So, yeah, I mean, we're always patient. We're always waiting, but we're there. Unpassive is there. O-Connect, you're looking at it right now. And what Mr. Mufara is doing with O-Connect today, tomorrow, again, it's going to blow us away again. And when you start to think about Unpassive, you think about a company that over the last 5 years, yeah, they have changed. And the technology has grown exponentially. It is massive. And like you all, I am not a technician. I need the tech pros to come on and explain things to me. But when you think about Unpassive, the vision of Mr. Mufara has not changed. And it's been so long since we've talked, I'm not sure where I should go. But I'm going to talk about the vision of Mr. Mufara and what he's doing for the individual, for you, the Papua New Guinean who's out there, who's looking at Unpassive and wants that hope of that financial freedom and the liberty that will give you. And the philosophy has not changed. Unpassive, they are going to force you to be successful, period. Okay? OnPassive is going to come in. They are going to go to work for each and every one of you. Now, that does not mean OnPassive is passive. It is not. The individuals that are in OnPassive today, you made a decision to come into OnPassive. That is not a passive move. You came in, you looked at OnPassive, you looked at it rationally, and you said to yourself, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is the company that will change my life. And because of that, OnPassive is going to come in. They are going to go to work for you. They're going to bring in people. They're going to bring in people. People are going to look at the products. They're going to love the products. They're going to become customers. As customers come in and buy the product, a certain percentage of those customers will land in your organization. And Marty talked about it a little earlier. As you're working on the commission structure, the merchants, all of that stuff, you will make a commission. Now, there are things that the language of OnPassive has changed. Okay, there are things we can't talk about within OnPassive, but it's so much bigger than what I just said. You start to look at the products of OnPassive, OConnect. It's a $10 to $12 billion industry. Okay, OnPassive. Ash Mufareh, when he came on yesterday with Ron and Minnow, he literally told us we are the best video conferencing platform in the world. The world. Now, what does that mean? That $10 to $12 billion that's out there, I believe OnPassive over time is going to take 90% of that. I can tell you 90% of $10 to $12 billion, it's going to take care of each and every one of us. It's going to take care of those dreams. We're going to be able to live the lifestyle we want to live. And not only will it do that, and I love to hear this about Papua New Guinea, the family-oriented, you're so family-oriented in Papua New Guinea, it's going to be so easy to change lives within Papua New Guinea because of OnPassive, because of what Mr. Mufareh has done, because of the vision of OnPassive, and because of them going to work for each and every one of us. So when you start to think about OnPassive, and we haven't had a chance to talk for a very, very long time, and it's so important to understand that the philosophy of OnPassive has not changed. We are here to change lives and change lives in a very, very big way. And when you can do that, and when you have the army of OnPassive coming together, Papua New Guinea, you're a part of that. You're a small part of that. Now add everybody else in that army and get us moving in one direction. There are things we're going to be able to do because we're like-minded, because we have a faith in each other, and because we really think the same way. You and I, there's no difference in what we're thinking about. I listened to you all talk today, and I'm going, well, yeah, doesn't everybody think that way? And I think they do. And with OnPassive, with the army of OnPassive, we're just going to be able to do things that maybe you haven't thought about. And the last thing I want you to get out of your mind, we're going to help future generations. Okay, yeah, we are. We're going to help future generations. But we're going to help you. Your life is going to change. You're going to have that liberty, that freedom, that financial freedom. You're going to be able to live the life you want to live. And for me, that's the most important thing about OnPassive is changing lives. I listen to you all from Papua New Guinea, and I'm going, why have Marty, Dan, and I ever been saying anything? We just need to put you on the screen, and the world will come in. I mean, that's how good you all are. So it's always a joy to be here. Understand we are there. Is it going to be a week, a month, 2 months? I don't know, but we're there. It's happening right in front of us. And Mr. Mufareh, he's not wasting any time. He's taking care of business. He's doing what he needs to do. And as those things unroll, believe me, he's not going to wait on it. He's just going to go, boom, it's there. And one of these days he's going to come on. Actually, I won't go there. There's a little joke I'd like to say, but I think I'll let Mr. Mufareh do that. And I think it's coming quicker than you all think. It's going to be hilarious. But yeah, we're there. Get ready, buckle up, and yeah, we're going to have some fun. Go ahead, Minnow. I probably spoke too long, but I get worked up, especially when I listen to our brothers and sisters in Papua New Guinea. You guys are great.
Beautiful. You picked on everything everybody mentioned. And Mike, we never get tired listening to you. So thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to hold you to that now.
Right. So should we go to Dan or to Lynn? Whoever wants to say anything?
Moses his hand up.
Yes.
Moses is there. Moses.
Yeah,
Moses. Okay. Moses. Can you unmute, please? Moses, can you unmute, please? Okay, while we're working on that, if one of the leaders want to say a few words, we have about just about half an hour to go. Lynn, would you like to say something?
Corinne has her hand up.
Corinne, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Again, aloha. Aloha means, alo is from Hawaiian, I share. O is on passive, the whole, complete solution for everybody. And ha is the holy breath. So aloha means we share the loving spirit of on-passive. And we mentioned today, we heard about spirit. And first of all, I would like to say thank you, Mino. I haven't listened to you ever, but you are such a great moderator. I love you, how you do it. Wonderful expertise. And then I would like to say thank you, Joanna. I can feel with you. We are sisters. I'm honored to walk side by side with you because of this, also this Second Chance Foundation. What a great idea. Even though you have this experience, I've lost a child too, you know, and I can feel with you. We are mothers. We are great. We are goddess. You know that Ash always says on-passive is the mother of all businesses. So we are taking care. And of course, David, you know, Ash asked me once many years ago, Corinne, what do you think about David? And I said, he's an angel on earth. I said, yes, that's what I think too. You know, we used to exchange, and he's an angel on earth. And he is. He has done so many things. He gave up his job. He went on a road show. He made possible and inspired so many human beings to get in the self-empowerment, to get engaged, to get there and here. And as Mike Ellis says, yes, it's now. I say it's eternal now. We are always in a now moment. And we are celebrating every day to be here together with this intercultural connectedness. Isn't that the best gift we have so far? We have so far, and I said to David before yesterday, I'm going to jump to Papua New Guinea as soon as I have the resources for it. At the moment, I have 2 extra jobs, and my life partner 2 extra jobs. We are struggling here too, in Switzerland, imagine. Yes, we are, but we are in full dedicated because the intention, the higher purpose is clear, crystal clear, has been always. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I felt the intention from the first second. I didn't know anything about it, but I felt the higher purpose. And this is love. Love is always the answer. So, yes, we are so grateful because unity and love makes the magic. And we are all in this united field, and we are all in this loving field. And Einstein always said, love is always the answer. And on-passive is built out of love, so on-passive is the answer, always for everyone, isn't that? So yes, and I said always too, we go from the ego to we go. So we are, this is the we, now we are. This is not I and you. This is we together in this. We united in a loving bond, in a caring bond. And of course, you're my big heroes, Joanna, David, Elizabeth, and Vivian, you know, everybody of you. Everybody of you, I tell you, David, you remember, it is my inner wisdom, my inner knowing that I'm going to jump to Papua New Guinea because I want to honor you physically on site. You are the life artist. You're doing everything possible. I remember Priska was one topic. You remember Priska? She was the one who made it possible. She didn't even know what, but she felt it. And those who are feeling it and faith and trusting, we are all together and we inspire each other. And this is so powerful. So again, love is our religion. Everybody, love is going to be the new currency.
Yes.
And we are the new era. And our passage is the breakthrough for so many realms. So thank you again.
Corinne, you said all of that without looking at any script. My goodness, you are an inspirational speaker. I'm proud of you. We are proud of you. You said you felt it from the get-go, that this was coming with a higher purpose. Marty always says some people have 20/20 vision in their head, but they're blind in their heart. So you're right. You got it. You had a heart connection and understanding with this. Congratulations. You said it is not going to be I and you. It's going to be we. Those are beautiful. Those are things to repeat. I'm going to repeat them. Also, you said to your friend that your mother, so you understand and connect with her, and on passive, as our CEO says, is the mother of all business. I'm repeating what you just said. And because passion, compassion, affection, and love is in the heart of a mother. Bravo. Beautiful talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Marty, you are the key. You know that. And I'm going to jump to New Jersey also and I give you a big hug. That's for sure.
I would say line up on that. Good luck. All right. So, Dan, would you like to say something, please?
Oh, wow. Well, I think, Corinne, that was awesome. And Mike did a great job. But you know, what I'm hearing tonight is when I listen to Daniel and when I listen to Joanna and when I listen to Elizabeth and Vavina, I just feel this perseverance, I think. And David, when you brought up Leverage Kings, oh my gosh, that gives us kind of an idea of how long we've been in this business. That seems like a lifetime ago when we started that. But perseverance, and all of you have persevered, and all of us here have persevered for so long. And it's almost surreal to know that we are in this real business, and it has the real products and real people, and the real people are all of you that are so excited about this business, and just identify with it and just know it is the real deal. And I'm just excited to be able to. I slap myself in the face all the time when I think I am talking to some wonderful people in Papua New Guinea here tonight. And this is all the way around the world. And we have developed, all of us have developed relationships with people all over the world. And we're nurturing those relationships all the time. And I think that's the message I have. I'm just very grateful that Unpassive has brought us all together to be able to get to know one another. And it will be a vehicle that we can use to change our lives. And so that's this mission of Ashwin Farah is so overwhelming, and his desire to help the world is so overwhelming, and it's a reality now. And like Mike said, this isn't something that is years down the road or even months down the road. I don't think. I think it's here. It's now, and you know, I think they're making incredible progress. And I heard Daniel talk about that. He said progress. That's all he sees is progress, and that is so key for everybody to understand. Is that every day, whether we know it or not, behind the scenes there is a tremendous amount of progress being made, and a lot of hard work, and an incredible team that Ashwin Farah has put together. So I just say, you know, thank you all, and I'm blessed to know all of you, and it's just fun to develop this relationship over the years. And let's do it, okay? Let's have some fun with this company.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. So we have some hand raised. We go to, is it Asira? Vivian, how do you say that? Asira? Can you unmute and speak with us, please? Looks like we lost her for the moment. Let's go to our voice, Robin Noble, please.
Thank you, Minu. PNG, we've missed you. But to see you and your beautiful smiles, to see your beautiful faces, we don't have enough of you on the screen tonight. We've missed you and your beauty that shines from your inside, from your hearts out to the world is exactly as Mike says. We put you on the screen, we put you out there, and people will want to join on passive because of what you show from your hearts. You don't have to understand what technology is. You've proven that point. You've all got different skill sets. You've all got different understandings of what you do in the world. So it's not a case of not knowing what is going on. But you don't have to know very much about artificial intelligence or technology to know when something is right. Life has happened, and over the course of these 5 years of being together and getting to know each other, life has happened to all of us in all the different parts and corners of the world. And thankfully, we are still here because that means we are all alive as well and we are still connected. We wouldn't be here if life didn't happen. But PNG, you are the true inspiration, and I've said this so many times over the years, but you are the true inspiration and example of trust, of believing, and then knowing that you wanted to be and are part of On Passive, and allowing On Passive to happen in the full understanding, belief, and trust that Ash and his teams know exactly what they are doing to bring it forward as they have told us. This is what people around the world need to take from all of you and learn from all of you. The unconditional love and trust that you have shown to On Passive, despite of all the things that have happened to you, the different levels of living conditions and what you have and what you don't have. Yes, we all have that. All around the world, there are cases of extremes. There are cases of illness and poverty, homelessness. But it's also how we respond to it. It's also how we manage it and cope with it and how we rise to help other people through it as well. It is how we treat each other. It is how we speak to each other. It is how we behave and how we step forward and show the rest of the world we are On Passive, and you are such a magnificent example of the true On Passive spirit. PNG, thank you so much. You know my love for you, the people, the country, because of my visits there. I've never stopped that, and I look forward to coming back to you one day. But just thank you so much for what you have done to be the example, the shining, beautiful, magnificent example to the rest of the world who only got to know you through On Passive. But they love you dearly, and they will continue to love you. And you're just amazing with what you've done and the lessons that you've taught us. Take good care, stay safe. And as Mike has also said, we are there now. We are there. Stay with us, stay strong, and just know that we're moving together and we're moving forward together. Care PNG.
Robin, under circumstances for you to participate and say a few beautiful words, it's just pure love. And PNG knows that. Thank you, Robin. Anybody from PNG, if you'd like to speak a few words, raise your hand so I know you're willing to speak, please. Jacob, do you think you would like to say a few words? Okay.
Jacob, you can talk.
Let's go to Rob Open, sir. Yes, David.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I thought I heard my name.
Yes,
I
sir.
just want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be surrounded by you Papua New Guineans. Everyone from Vivine to Elizabeth to Joanna to David to Jacob. Lynn and I have been privileged to have hands-on, quote unquote, virtual experiences through the luck of being Rob Lynn Live. We've been working with you guys. It's a treat to see the enthusiasm that you guys exude. It blows me away. It blows me away. Vivine, you are a spirit that lifts me up. I want to say that. I think we've talked on the phone a couple of times, but your vision and the vision of everyone else within Papua New Guinea is true. And I'll quote what Robin Noble said. Papua New Guinea is a true spirit of On Passive. You are On Passive. You are the reason for On Passive. And I look forward to meeting all of you, all of you in person as we go. And it's a real treat to see so many of you guys here that I've had the pleasure and the privilege to talk to directly, and look forward to a lot more get-togethers. So viva la PNG. Viva la PNG. Thank you.
Rob Gorman, thank you. I remember in our meetup in Orlando, you told me how beautiful of a person Vivina is, and you wanted me to stay in touch with her. It's a privilege. So thank you. How about Lydia Bale? Can you unmute and speak a few words with us? All right, with that. How about we go to Chris Johnson, please?
Who the heck is Chris Johnson? Let me tell you.
The heart of On Passive.
Papua New Guinea, what's happening? Want you all to look out your windows. Look behind you, Daniel. Look around you, Joanna. Things are about to change in Papua New Guinea, and the people that are going to make that change are you. Oblast is going to come into Papua New Guinea and do a lot of great things. Hospitals, roads. As far as I'm concerned, we're going to do more in Papua New Guinea, I think, to start off than any other country. But I know I got people in every other country. We definitely need to get some roads. We definitely need to get some hospitals there. We definitely need some new helicopters to get you guys in and out of places. I just rode a super train in Florida from New Smyrna Beach all the way to Miami. It took 3 hours. I don't see why we can't build something like that in Papua New Guinea. We don't need to move mountains. We don't need to cut down trees. We can build a structure right over all that stuff so you guys can have medical facilities pretty quick to get there. We don't need mass amounts of things in there. We just need important things in there. Each area should have a medical facility. Each area should have doctors, nurses, and not from all over the world, Papua New Guineans. We're going to have something called Academy, teaching your young children how to be doctors and nurses and take care of your own people. But we're definitely going to come in there and help out to get it going. I promise you that. So I'm here to say, start looking out your window. You're going to see different things happening. All right. I know you look at the same beautiful scenery every day, but we can make it prettier by putting a lot of things in there that can help a lot of people out in Papua New Guinea. In the past 5 years, we've lost a lot of very important people, and they're all important to me in Papua New Guinea. And the one I think most of is that teacher young teacher who just couldn't get to a facility. We got to change that. It's got to be changed, not just in Papua New Guinea, but for a lot of places in the world. But hey, why not start somewhere in Papua New Guinea to make things better? No more loss of life for no reason. Some of those people should have never died. I'm sorry to say that. We could have saved them if we had some kind of structure there. We're going to get that structure there. Okay, I'm going to do whatever I can to push that forward as much as I can with Oblast. I'm sure Ash Mafara, he hasn't started Oblast yet, but I know that's on the back of his mind to do some great things. But there's some extremely smart engineers in this world, and there's a lot of things we could do Papua New Guinea. Don't let those mountains or those trees or those storms scare you, because all that stuff can be built around those things. We could build bridges that could take a big earthquake. You got a big earthquake somewhere on that island today or in Papua New Guinea. I know that. All right. Structures can be built to withstand earthquakes, hurricanes, everything. And that's what we got to look at. We can't have no more fear anymore. People's lives are more important than anything in this world. Okay. And all it takes is a little bit of money to do things to help save people. And I think you're going to have the power of a passive when you're going to have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 20 million. We're going to get up to $1 billion, I believe, in a couple of years with a passive. And if everyone throws $1, say, for example, we got 1 billion people and everyone throws in $1 to help build something in Papua New Guinea. Imagine what we can get done. It's going to be an amazing journey. Listen, this journey started 5 years ago. Where I really found out what a passive was about was listening to Papua New Guinea people, telling me their struggles, telling me their woes, telling me their excitements, telling me how they looked in their kids' eyes and said, we can do better. We're going to do better for you kids. And that's going to keep growing and growing through Impassive and through you. It's not Americans that are going to come over and build Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is going to build Papua New Guinea. You guys know what you need. You know where it needs to be. And I can't wait to see that. I hope to God you let me dig some holes and some freeways and maybe knock a few trees down, because I got to be some kind of part of it. But to watch Papua New Guinea all come together and build structures that's going to help out your community, it's going to be amazing. So I wish you the best. I'm glad to see you here. It's nice. I know we have a lot of Papua New Guineans in the attendees. Next time we come on here, I want to see all Papua New Guinea faces on here and names. We got a lot of crazy Americans. We got crazy Australians, people from Switzerland. We love you. We're here to show we love you. But I want to see my Papua New Guinea faces of all over Papua New Guinea. And I want to hear you talk about the excitement that's coming your way. All right. The bandwidth we're working on still. I want to hear Jacob talk. He's smiling over there. I don't know if you can hear me, Jacob. I got to hear what you got to say. But Joanna, boy, I thought it was the Joanna show. We could have let Joanna keep talking for hours. Holy cow. But that's what's happening, guys. Be ready for a change. Look out the window. Start thinking of ideas, what you want to do for your community. If we all just work in our communities with the help of a passive, man, this world is going to be a great place. Manu Miller, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. So we have Noral's hand up and then Lynn. Noral, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Manu. Hello, PNG brothers and sisters. It is so good to be here again and be able to be a part of this webinar. I know that we have a few that we connect with here in Australia, and we catch up, from time to time to keep you up to date and welcome you onto our Australia and New Zealand webinars. So it's lovely to have you all here and see your faces again. So thank you. I don't have a lot to share today. Chris basically said it all, but I want to just take it back to what Joanna was saying. And I think we all have a lot to learn from what these few words that Joanna said. When they work, when they make money, everybody around them, their community, their family, are the ones who share together. They share food together. They share shelter together. If one's hurting, the other's hurting. So if one's picking up another one, then they're all picking up each other. That is something we can all learn from that today, is what Joanna shared. Yes, we're all going to help PNG, absolutely. And like Chris just said, PNG, we want to allow you to build your PNG the way you need it to be. We'll be there backing you. We'll be there cheering you on. And as Chris wants to dig a first piece of dirt or a hole or anything like that, we'll be there with you, absolutely, because you deserve the absolute honor and pleasure to change your country, to change things around for your children and your family and community. So that's all I wanted to share. But thank you. I absolutely love being here and listening to everyone share today.
Thank you, Nara. And let's go to Lynn, please.
Hello, everybody. I really enjoyed the sharing today. It was very inspiring to me, especially hearing from the local people in PNG. You can't beat that. I just wanted to make a couple of points. And, you know, I think all of us have a heart for humanity. And we've never really had the opportunity, financially as well as time-wise, to do what we really want to do, right? To help others. But with Unpassive is giving us the true freedom, right? The financial freedom and the time freedom. Imagine what that means to each and every one of us. We will be able to help those causes that are closest and dearest to our heart, because we will not be focusing on working and paying the bills. This is going to make a huge difference in the entire world. Just this true freedom that we all are going to have. And we're going to have a huge reach out into the world to help make things be better for everyone. Also, just something to keep in mind. I know a lot of us have a heart for PNG, and we're going to want to be involved. I just recommend that we always think about what the local people need and what they want and how they envision positive change for their community. Because remember, we're outsiders. We may have a heart for PNG, but we certainly don't know their culture well, how they live their lives, the adversities they face, and all of that. So let's leave it up to the local people. We go there and we say, how can we be of help? And we help them through their eyes, you know what I mean, through their perspective. And so let's not reinvent the wheel. There's going to be a temptation just to say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, but work with the local people first. And also, I think that PNG is going to be, I mean, it's a microcosm of what's going on in the world, the struggles that communities face. And I think that PNG is going to be a beautiful case study for the world. We're going to see, because there are so many Unpassivians in PNG, and there are so many of us who support PNG. The world's eyes will be watching PNG to see the change that happens. And it's going to be not superficial change, but it's going to be systemic change, rooting out corruption, right? And really helping the local people to make a difference in their own communities. So I'm really excited about that. And I want the world to focus on PNG and see the magic that happens with Unpassivians and with the freedom that we have and what we're going to give back to their communities. So thank you very much for letting me share. Love, a lot of love to PNG.
Jean Aliba, we cannot go without listening to you, your beautiful, fluent talk.
Minu, thank you so much. I actually didn't raise my hand because after hearing everyone speak today, especially Corinne, Joanna, your story touched me deeply. I thought I'm not going to be able to speak because my emotion is really high right now. I'm so moved by your story, by your strength, by your character. And as everyone just said, and Narelle had said, when when you get the means to change your lives, you're going to transform everything and be an example to all of us. When Joanna, you talked about that family spirit, I thought that is Unpassive. You're a microcosm of Unpassive itself. And when you shared, like what you do naturally in PNG, your culture, we are going to do as Unpassivians. We're going to, you know, if we have money coming in, we're going to share it. We're going to go out to our global family and share it. And so you set such a beautiful example, and it moves me so much. Every single person that spoke tonight, I was just totally blown away. Coming from, you think about the patchwork quilt of Unpassivians, and each one bringing a unique perspective and a insight and a wisdom born of experience. And together we're going to come up with the best ways to clean up this world and beautify this world. And as Lynn said, in a way that Papua New Guinea wants to create it, wants to whatever they want in all of the different communities of Papua New Guinea, they're going to be able to do it. And with our support, I don't even know if you're going to need our support, because you're going to have the gifts that Unpassive is bringing. And I am so happy to be here. In 2020, when I joined, David Bacall and Susan Bacall were so impactful in my life. And David and I have a special relationship. I have a soft spot for PNG. Yes. I am so impressed by your tenacity, your intelligence, your just that deep wisdom that you share so freely with all of us. I'm honored to be here with you all, and I am so excited to see what's going to happen with your beautiful country. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane.
Chris Johnson, where do you go next?
Yes. Dan's got his hand up again, too.
Okay, Dan, please.
Daniel, I'm sorry.
Daniel.
Thank you. Mati, I just want to provide you a feedback on this connection with me today. I remember last time I connected with the mothers, the amount of data I used up the last time was around 6,000 megabyte. That's around 6 gigabyte. But for today's connection, I bought 3 gigabyte, 3,000 megabyte. But I just checked my data consumption, and I only used 1,200, and I still have plenty to go.
Wow, whoa, that's good. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, Daniel.
That need to be shared. Amazing.
So I thought I was going to be disconnected, but when I checked my data, I still have 1,800 more to go. So I will stay until the end of the webinar.
Wonderful.
So that was a good feedback. I just want to bring this one to you. I'm happy, very happy about this.
So you use less than half of what you did before. About a quarter of what you did before.
Correct, yes. Today, before the webinar, I bought 3,000 megabyte. I just checked. I have 1,800 left, which means that I only used 1,200 megabyte. So that was good. Very heavy.
Okay.
Very big improvement. Thank you very much.
I remember in one of the previous webinars, Mr. Ash was saying that when the new version comes, it is so strong that we will meet you with your equipment where you are. Here we go. Promise.
And Daniel, how much did you use the last time?
That was around 6,000 megabyte.
Okay.
It's a huge improvement.
Yeah, Mati, I can say that also,
Yes.
It's David here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we can hear you.
Confirming what Daniel said, I bought 10 gigs in order to remain in this webinar, but I just checked, and I used 2 gigs out from the 10 gigs. So that's a big improvement because I logged in earlier, 30 minutes before the webinar started, and I just let it stay on like that.
Wow.
So that's a very big improvement here.
That's
and
great.
we've run like nearly 2 hours of webinar, and it's still there. So
okay, I'm letting Ash know now because he just wrote me. That's what he would love to hear that.
And while you're on there, Minu, I'll just say something here.
Absolutely.
I just want to share something with our people here in Papua New Guinea. Lynn said it correctly that when Chris was talking about doing things in the country, we are having a structure put up. We're registering a association of founders here. We've already had our first meeting. It's a pre-meeting, and we've elected in some officials, which we now have worked on our constitution, and we will register it as soon as we have the funds to do it. And we are going to set up a structure. We have about 22 provinces in the country, and we have founders all over the country. So we are going to set up a structure where each province will have an office, and people who want to request assistance through OBLES will put in their submissions or projects through there, and then we will vet it and make sure it's genuine, and it will come through the national office, and then we can get in touch with Chris to be able to coordinate all these things here. So that's the kind of structure we're putting in. And I know when each founder is able to start doing what they want to do in their own community, it will impact the immediate family and the immediate surrounding, and we will see the economy take off from the ground up instead of from up down, where the national government is involved in bigger projects. But this time it will be the people doing it themselves on the ground that will change the face of this country. So we believe that, and we are so grateful that we have connected with OnPassive, and we know and we have faith that OnPassive is the answer for us here. And we've got a lot of criticisms, but I've developed a thick skin. In my province, they say pukuk, the crocodile. Crocodile has a double skin, so it doesn't feel anything. You can't touch him from the inside. You can touch him on the outside, but he's not moved. So I've developed that thick skin. I don't care about any criticisms that's coming. I know what I'm in for, and I know that with the group of people that are with me and the leaders that are with me, we are going to work together to help every one of us here in the country change. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Marty, it's all yours.
Ooh, that was pretty good. That was real good. I'm glad I could pass that on to Ash, because that's kind of what he wanted to hear. So very good, Daniel. Thank you. And everybody, fantastic webinar. I'm glad you were all able to get on. I'm hoping more next time. Invite your guests, invite everyone. We'll do this again. We need more Papua New Guinea people, because actually the truth is, I don't know how much we help you, but you definitely help us. So yeah, it's a battery charge when we come in here. It is for me anyway. Love you guys. That's why we wanted to do this. We'll be back. We are always here for you, even if we don't see us, we're here. The support is real. It's only going to get better. Hold on a minute.
Right. Okay.
He wants to come say hello. Give me 1 minute.
Congratulations, Papua New Guinea.
He's got to be really quick, though, so just give me one back. I told him I was going to fire him if he doesn't come, or Chris is going to fire him, whatever. He doesn't listen to me. I got to go get the link.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
This is more of a shot of energy, right, everybody? Corinne,
Wow.
right?
Wow. Wow.
Absolutely. Everything is love energy. That's the most powerful energy on the whole cosmos. The cosmos speaks in love energy. And we attract everybody who is connected with the love energy. And Ash is an instant here. So he's the main core of Unpassive, of course, with a big love energy within.
Actually, the law of attraction, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And with our co-creation too, we are co-creating with our presence. With our presence, we have a beautiful soil in Unpassive, and with our presence, we nurture this soil. We are growing within. We are all together in unity and love. Excuse me, I just.
Amen.
Rabin, you share your joy and excitement.
He made a big mistake and said, I just got home. I went, yeah, okay, I got something for you. He should have waited 10 more minutes. He'd have been safe.
Does David need to speak in Pidgin to anyone that let them know, David?
Oh, yeah, okay. Is coming. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I know you were going to say it before, but...
Thanks, of course I could.
Online yumi lo PNG. Suppose you plus stop sample hub. Na you plan no login yet. Me toki you plan login now. Bosman CEO blo yumi S and by come in. Na and by say stop click time tas also good la chance blo you lo look mem. Na you can hire mem talk you yet by you can hire mem. Suppose you know hire mem long the time em now em come up now. So chance blo yumi Papua New Guinea em yumi stop na em come now. So me like encourage him all the line lo come on. Suppose online do you stop na you got all team do you stop area bring him all na talk all login now. Salim linki go long all na talk all login now yet. All right. Thank you.
All right. Rabin, you wanted to say something while we're waiting.
Yeah, and I was just feeding off what Corinne was saying about love. Mr. Ash is truly the love ball himself. So it's just radiating out to everyone that's got love. We're just kind of magnets and we're just getting stuck to him. So the law of attraction at its best, I suppose. Yeah.
Thank you. Julie, Pierre, are you excited?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Minu. Yes, I am very much excited. I'm sitting here and listening to such genuine spirits from our PNG brothers and sisters. I'm just in awe, and I'm grateful and thankful to be part of such movement where there's so much love. It radiates on your faces when you speak your genuine stories, your life stories, your experiences. Wow, I am so privileged to have you share those stories with us. And I thank you.
Yeah, thank you. PNG, it's 2 and 3 in the morning hours, so people love you here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we appreciate your sacrifice and your time for staying up late into the early hours. We appreciate that very much. Thank you very much.
It's our privilege, David, really.
Yes.
Really.
It's a
Absolutely.
pleasure. It's 2 a.m. for me. So,
Avo, you want to say something while we are waiting?
Thank you, Minu. Hi, everyone. It's really an honor to be in this PNG platform, and listening to all our brothers and sisters. And I've heard Corinne before as well. Corinne has been my first mentor. Yes, I think you don't remember, but it is. Anyways, regarding this, our PNG brothers and sisters, it's amazing to hear you guys. I mean, it's so wonderful. You all have a heart of gold. It's something that, God has really put into you all and into each and every one of us, but you seem to have it a lot more. So thank you for all that you're doing. And I'm really privileged to be also in On Passive along with your brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mira.
Thank you. Lester, you're pretty much the only person who hasn't said anything, please.
What else is there left to say, my dear? Everybody, oh my gosh. PNG, you blew me away tonight. Everything you've said, the positivity in you, the strength that you've held on to all this time. We've been here, not in webinars or so on, but we've been here for you. I've got many of you who are my friends on Facebook, and you guys are just so encouraging. It's wonderful to see. And after everything everybody has said, Corinne, you always blow me away. Where do you get that energy? You always blow me away. You're wonderful with that positivity and that energy. But PNG, you're great. You keep on keeping on.
That's it.
And I see that you are. It's wonderful. Thank you all so much. I don't have much else to say. It's all been said. Thank you.
Thank you, Listra.
David, if you'd like to speak some more, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mino. We just, I just want to encourage everybody. That's for Papua New Guineans. It's just so amazing that 10,000 of plus. I'm not sure what the exact number is, but when the summary was taken off from the background, I was seeing already about 8,000 in the background that I had, and then we had this rushing time when everybody wanted to sign up for the last minute, and I don't know, during that period a lot of them joined, so it could be 10,000, a little bit over that, but I'm just estimating. Maybe when Ash comes on, we can ask him if he can give us the exact figure for Papua New Guinea, how many founders we have here. But, it has been a struggle and a challenge. The country itself is going through a lot of challenges itself, but I have seen and I know from the beginning that being in the corporate world myself in the banking sector and understanding what our people are going through, especially when they are coming to the banks to look for a way out in taking out loans to start up their small ventures, and they get knocked back because of the policy, they couldn't qualify. And, it hurts me that way. But when I came out from the banking industry, I was looking for all these things to help. How can I help? And in 2019, when our prime minister, the current prime minister, came on, he said take back PNG, and I was thinking, how can I contribute as a person to fulfill that statement that he made, to take back PNG from the doldrums that we were going through. Anyway, so looking at it, I went back, reading the Bible, back to Exodus when Moses went and God told him, "What do you have in your hand?" And he said, "The stick." He said, "Throw it down to the ground," and he threw it, and there was a serpent that came up. And the same question came to me and told me, "What do you have in your hand?" I came out from the bank, but I made some silly decisions and I lost everything. So I had to pick up from where I was. And that question came to me, "What do you have in your hand?" And I had a MLM business, a direct selling company that I joined. It's an Australian company, and I managed that business in Papua New Guinea. And that was the thing. I only had that. And I said, "Well, what can I do?" He said, "Go online." And I had to do something with that in order to bring something. And I felt the Spirit of the Lord leading me online. And that's where I got connected to Mati. So the rest is history. But knowing that we can bring something back. And when I was listening to the statement of our Prime Minister, I said, "What can I do?" And this is it. And resonating with Ash and feeling his spirit and seeing the vision that he laid out. And I said, this is the genuine business, because this is the industry that we are going into. The world is shifting onto a digital platform. And Papua New Guinea is no exception, because even though we are a small developing country, but we are going to be at the forefront. And now I can see that through the testimonies of all our founders here, On Passive has really taught us, made us understand what technology is, especially in this digital era where we are connecting and sharing the business and understanding with all the people like Collins and all the brothers in the tech team, sharing, and Mike, and those things, those sharings have actually helped us along the way. And I see that from here, when everything is set, we are going to change this nation. 100%. And as I said already, it is the small people that will change the nation. It's not the big corporations. Corporations come, but they can, only a few people will benefit. But this one, On Passive, is grabbing the grassroots of the nations. So all our mothers who have joined, they will impact their household, and it will trickle off and it will go forward. So I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that we are all here. And thank you everyone for keeping us going this way. Thank you very much.
Of course. So coming from a banking industry and feeling the pain for everybody, you took it upon yourself. You wanted to contribute what you could do. And you guys, from what I hear from Corinne and other beautiful speakers and you, like marrying true passion with spirituality and with your religious belief, whatever that might be. And then a common sentence that we often hear from our CEO, no matter what religion, he says, "The Spirit of the Lord guided me. I made a decision and the Spirit of the Lord guided me." Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
A true leader. That's what you are.
Thank you.
Mr. Ellis, you want to say more, because we can't get enough of what you have to say?
A couple of things, Minnow. I'm listening, and it's as if we don't know the Papua New Guineans, and that's really not the case. When I listen to you all talk, we're the same person. It's family. It's faith. It's really coming together and helping each other get to the places they want to get to. And I think what Unpassive is going to allow people to do is, probably in the past, you've really never been able to be innovative. In other words, have an idea and then take it to the end, to its fruition. And Unpassive is going to come in, and families are you're just going to blossom. And the kids in the family, the adults in the family, there are going to be so many things that there are going to be so many options that you're going to have. And it is going to start with the family. Family, faith, my people walk by faith. And if you do that, you're just in a really, really good place. And Unpassive is just the vehicle that's going to let you go the next step. That's all it is. And that's what Mr. Mufara wanted to do, to give you the ability and the freedom to really follow your dreams, to let the people in your family and in your town actually just blossom. And that's a really, really cool thing. And it's the same thing here. With me, it's family, it's faith, it's community. It is no different from where you're at. Now, the economic situation might be a little bit different, but I can tell you it's not all that good here either. And when you get together as a group and you start to think about things you can do when you have that financial freedom, all of a sudden there are so many ideas coming your way. A lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of things are going to change, and they're going to change for the good. Is it going to happen overnight? No, it is not. I always say on Passive, you will get there over time. And with Unpassive, I'm not talking about decades, okay? I'm talking about very, very quickly. And when that starts to happen, everything in your family, everything in your community, it starts to change. And as David said, it starts there. It starts with the family. The family is so important. And you guys have such a good handle on that it starts in the family and it just vibrates out. It's going to be a really, really fun thing to watch. And it's not only going to be happening to you. It's going to be happening to me, to Marty, to everybody that's here. And when that happens, our ranks, they start to grow. And when our ranks start to grow, watch out. I mean, just watch out. As Chris said, there's a lot of things we're going to be able to do to help people in different parts of the world. But eventually, it's in your hands. And because of what Unpassive is doing, there's just going to be a lot of options, a lot of different ideas, a lot of innovation. It's going to be fun to watch. That's it, Minnow.
Right. Thank you. And you're right, Mike. Whatever you want to do in life, it starts with you and your family, and then you expand it out. Family. Right.
Minu, could I just say one thing right now? David just came on screen again. Look at the clarity of his picture.
Really clear.
Look at it. You're right here with us, David.
Priceless smile.
Thank you, Ash Mufara. That is
you look 20 years younger.
Wow.
See now, Ash is going to be the second best looking guy on the screen.
Wow. Just amazing. Oh my gosh.
David, I'm going to email you my I'm going to email you my Facebook profile so you know which one is me, and thank me because I'd like to stay in touch on the messenger with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was can I just quickly say something?
Please.
Oh. I was going to say that Papua New Guineans, by nature, we're all entrepreneurs. So every little thing that we have, we always like to make something out of it. So this Unpassive is it's a platter, it's a golden plate for us, and we will go to town with this. The street sales, from the street sales all the way to anywhere in the villages, we will use Unpassive to our advantage, and it'll be impacting every family, every household.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Mr.
And
Ash.
the Dean, let's help me welcome Mr. Ash.
Woohoo! Hi.
Hi, Minu. Good morning.
Hello,
Thank you.
Ash.
Good to see you all. Good to see you, Ash.
People from all over the place, not just Papua New Guinea. David,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
you look great, just like Black Jesus. What's happening, man?
Thank you. Yes, it's happening here. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for coming on board. Yeah,
All
we've
right,
missed you.
happy to be here. It's an honor and it's a command. When the big boss tells me I have to be here, I cannot reject that. It's been a long
Thank you so
day,
much.
but another day, and the night still young here. Just
Yeah.
just 2:30 a.m. What's happening? Long time, Papua New Guinea. I hope you're doing great, and I know that there's some progress with the
Yes.
technology. Okay, this is something that definitely in the early stages when it comes to performance and consuming or chewing up data. It's definitely going to be seamless, better than anything you have in your hand.
Yes. I logged in using my laptop earlier on, and
Yeah.
now I switched to my phone. It's very clear, and to connect is very easy. It's seamless. You
I
know,
was going to say that,
just
David.
goes through. Yeah.
Right. I actually love that because once in a while there's still some old meetings I have with other people. Okay, not on passive. So I use the other platforms, and yeah, it's like you have to warm up. It's like you have to turn on that car in a snowy day in Colorado, I guess. Let it warm up for a couple of hours before you hit the road. That's exactly how I feel. I here I just click I'm in. I love it. Yeah. So that's one
Wow.
thing. And
Amazing.
if correct me if I'm wrong, this is the best sound quality I've seen from Papua New Guinea
Oh yes.
by far.
Oh yes. Yes. That's true.
So, and you've
there's
been here
no
for
there's
2
no
hours, I
break.
assume. It didn't
Yes, 2
break. It
hours.
didn't
There's
freeze.
no. It
Stable.
didn't
Okay.
break. It didn't freeze. Yes.
Music to my ears. Beautiful. I love it.
And the data consumption is dropped. I guess Mati has already told you that
Yes. Yes.
we haven't consumed much data, so we're still
That's
here
what I'm trying
connected.
to refer to. This is just the early stages. This is something that we didn't want to hold up the launch or the release of the uh, application, but this is under work. We haven't solved that. We're well aware of it, and in short time, you're going to know that, oh, it's seamless. So you're going to have good sound, good high definition visual, and it's not going to affect or impact your data consumption.
Yeah.
But you look great. This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what we do.
And a lot of our people are just waiting. We're just staying engaged, keeping involved with the lives that Mati is running and different people are hosting around the globe. We're just getting connected and staying informed. Just waiting. The questions are coming. When will the card option open up again so that they can start to subscribe? So that's the question that's coming to a lot of us. So I'm
Yeah,
just
David,
posing
I
here.
want to tell you a secret, but it's not for you because you know it, but I'm going to say it to everybody else. So it's not a secret for you. You know it, but others probably will find it interesting. I want to tell you, everyone, most of our community in Papua New Guinea, with no judgment, please, they have tried to find other ways in the recent months. Okay? This is not a secret to David or Elizabeth. You already know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But But I knew, and Mr. DeGarmo knew, that it's temporarily, but we couldn't say anything because, you know what? If it works for you, go for it. Not that, in a way, shocked or surprised. It is predicted. It's predicted, but it's good for you to confirm that. It's good for those who have tried to find out once again, firsthand. There's nothing on the market like Ampaso. Not now.
Yeah.
Not in the next 55 years. Don't even waste a dime. Yeah. You could. I'm not going to pressure you. You could do that, but you're going to come back. The thing is, if you know, we struggled, okay, but this is nothing like any traditional business would go through. I'm talking about more because we sustained, uh, a bomb after bomb. Okay, we accumulated more hits than most companies in the early stages. We're just getting started, by the way. And the thing is, most companies, if not all, one of our hits that we've gotten so far, the bombs, they just wrap it up and go home. Just the first lamb that they get. For us, I'm going to say something ridiculous. When we get those rocks or arrows thrown at us, it's like it's tickling me. Oh, yeah, we're growing. Okay, give me more. And we're going to be immune. And I know they're not going to get us down. We already know the formula. Only God can put us down. So I know the outcome. We love what we do. So it's not something like, okay, let's see how we can make a couple bucks here. No. So it's a complete different, uh, strategy that we know. We know we're going to sustain all of that. Yeah, it's distraction. It's painful, but we're going to get through it. And beyond that, I know the sun will shine everywhere, including PNG.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So if you go back, we said we're a beacon of hope for humanity. Most people mix hope and optimism with, it's kind of like, no, you could be optimistic, but it doesn't mean you have hope. Hope is an actionable thing. Hope is something that you know with conviction, and you have a plan of action, and you're on the way to get something. Hope is turning the impossible to something practical, is not just feeling optimistic about something. And that's why we chose, we didn't say we're an optimistic company. No, we're a beacon of hope. We're bringing hope, meaning a practical solution. A practical solution. I just got back from a very long event with some of the most incredible brains in the country. And they're blown away with what we have. And I think Chris Johnson is going to have a blast to find out what we are working on. Okay, we're on our way to create solutions that will inspire. Everybody's calling it a movement, a revolution. / oh bless. So I didn't know what time this event will be. I didn't know I'm going to catch you at the tail of it, but if I knew, I would have planned to share some of the information with you. It is relevant. Ironically, Papua New Guinea, oh bless, I was in this massive event. Believe me, good still there, and there are some minds that's not my house, right?
No, that's not mine. So
okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure if I need to respond to something.
Yeah, is it my headset or what? Yeah.
David, what's happening? You got new kids or? He's muted. But no, I really have hope. I do believe, and we are bringing hope back. All I want to say is thank you for staying this long, because I didn't know if I will be able to catch you, but that was good. I'm so happy to see you, even for a few.
Levine, how happy are you to see Mr. Ash?
And David, I want to say, and it gives me hope, practical hope, that yes, you see, it is possible that we will create solution/s solutions for Papua New Guinea and other nations that are desperately in need. It's not a charity. Don't take it the wrong way, but we can create ways. I don't know if Glad is here, but we also have just completed a mission near Nairobi in Kenya. Oh my God, it's devastating, but also it's another case where it contributes to our conviction. You just have to do it one model, one prototype that works, and just inspire others, replicate it. The whole world is going to be dancing with us in a good way. And that's why I'm fired up, Minu. Yeah, take it away.
Levine, it's your floor. It's PNG floor. How excited are you?
Myself? Or her?
Oh, Levine. Levine?
Okay.
Can you unmute? David, can you unmute? Speak with Mr. Ash? No questions. Just express your excitement.
Wow. Very, very, very excited, Mr. Ash. Thank you so much for turning up here today for us. Hope is seeing something, believing in something that you can't see. And just having this conviction in your heart, knowing that it is going to be okay. And with what you've already put in place, what you've already developed, and all the things that we've been thinking about doing, we've been dreaming about doing, have all come to reality. Now we are just going to be in the action steps. We all know Mr. Ash has actually brought this to us, made it very possible for us. And so we are at this point not going to think about any doubts, no doubts. We're just going to have to go and put in place and act. So at this very point in time, I would really make a shout out to all the leaders, founders in Papua New Guinea, those who are committed, who truly, truly love their people, their country, their provinces, to step forward and follow Mr. David Bakau. I believe that he's already put up an association there to move this forward. So we are in the action phase. So this is a time to move and take the steps that we need to do, and not to really think and worry about, ifs and buts. So thank you so very much, Mr. Ash. We're inspired. I'm excited. we've got so many plans in place, and we were thinking so much about, what if, but today, I mean, you've really empowered us, together with all the Papua New Guineans here listening. Some of us are not here online, but you've just woken us up. You've made us very true independence. I tell you, Mr. Ash, is going to be by the people of Papua New Guinea, not our leaders and the government, but the grassroots. You have reached us, and we will continue to reach the grandmas and grandpas in the villages there, to be part of this digital era. I mean, they've lived this long. If they're 80 or 90 years old, they've lived this long to be in this era, and you've made it possible. So we will reach them as well, and allow them to enjoy this digital era with us. So thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Ash. Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure.
Corinne, speak to your CEO. What do you want to say? Unmute yourself, please.
Aloha, dear Ash, brother, friends, and much, much more. Long time I haven't seen you. However, we're always connected, always to the loving spirit of Unpassive and beyond. And as I always remind everybody that unity and love, that's what we are. We reminded it before. I took the role of being the remembrance since I had a near-death experience and I came back to my body with this task: be the remembrance that love is the only reality. And Unpassive is made out of love, is love. So as you always say, Albert Einstein states, love is always the answer. Unpassive is love. So the result, mathematic, Michael Williams would say, as experts, Unpassive is the answer to everything. And we love you, and we thank you. We are so grateful that you are here with your 3Ds.
Corinne, you are so excited that we can't tell. And this is a person that was talking with no pause, and she's so excited now that she's shaking.
Yes, I'm shaking. I mean,
Corinne, it's been a while, and you are still young and look amazing, yet I'm aging and look uglier by the day.
I'm 56 years young and getting younger every day. It's just a kind of consciousness. I choose to get younger because I want to move a lot of things and change with you and with all of us in united field. So here I am, and I stay.
You couldn't be kinder. You're always good. And this is a reflection of what's in your heart. That's why you're amazing.
I'm mirroring you and everybody. We are all mirrors. We are all aspects of ourselves. Everybody, our
you
diversity
taught me a
is
lesson, Corinne. I mean, one day maybe I can share it, or you can teach it to everybody else. You taught me how to acquire unlimited force and power, and you helped me.
Wow.
The only thing I'm missing is some of the pills or the smoke that you get sometimes. My goodness.
The only thing you're missing are dimples like David Bacall and Marty DeGarmo.
Yeah. We have an appointment. Ash, we have all made an appointment. We are all divinely orchestrated. You know that. There are no coincidences. So
I believe it.
Here we are. Thank you.
No coincidences. Yep.
Say a word, Chris.
A word. And I was going to have to pull a disclaimer there a minute ago. So got to watch Ash when he's talking sometimes. But good to see you, brother. 2 days in a row. Thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm glad you showed up for these important, beautiful people in Papua New Guinea. Watching this family come back together. This is where I was born, Ash Mafara. Papua New Guinea is what turned my life around with Unpassive. So I'm always thankful for them. All of them. They're all important to me. So tell them we're going to do some big changes in Papua New Guinea with Bless. and I can't wait for that. So
we're seeing it already.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris, did you see me speak in Hindi? Minu,
Well,
you didn't see that? You should
no,
share
I
it.
didn't see that.
No, I want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Unmute everybody.
Listen. Now, can anybody?
Wait a minute, and that's your voice too. That's your voice.
Can
That was
anybody
amazing.
deny that is he speaking perfect Hindi?
Do you
But
know what
your
you said?
your lip sync
And
matches the words.
Well, thank you, AI. Yeah. Now I speak Hindi. That's the good side, but it's very dangerous.
Yes.
That's what we need to work on.
Do I got to get Chris Mender?
Because we could clone Chris Johnson and go and sell his house, an RV. He would go back to Michigan walking on foot.
It is definitely
That is
in your hands.
amazing, man.
Do I have to get Chris Mender to see what you're saying on there?
Chris Mender, yeah.
Gersh.
You see, Ash, how laid back and sitting in the back and absorbing all of this is Mike Ellis. He's just enjoying all of it.
Never seen him this late, by the way.
He's
Or
nearly
early.
asleep.
This is late for Mike, yeah.
You
I
gotta
haven't
be
been up
very
this late
special
for
to
20
be-
years.
I've never seen anyone added life to their lifespan by sleeping. More.
Got a point.
Yeah, well, I'm usually getting up when you're going to bed, Ash.
I think that's like midday for you.
Yeah.
These nights it's a little late. Yeah, wow.
You know, I really have to
I'm
bring
gonna
you a
zoom
little.
in my eyes. See how much? Like, look.
Yeah, I see it. I need to bring you a little bad news, Ash. And I'm really sorry to say this, but all of a sudden, between David Bucau and Marty DeGarmo, you're the third best looking guy on the panel. You used to be the first, but you're not anymore.
I'll take it. That's a high bar. Yeah.
It's the dimples. I'm telling you. Devastating.
That I can't compete with.
Oh, dimples.
I need help, Corinne. Yeah. Give me some.
Not to mention the sun glow on Chris's face, huh?
The other set of dimples I have are way too big for you.
Yeah, and you can't see Marty's dimples because he's sitting on them.
Could we stop recording now?
No,
This
I don't
thing.
care.
Unfortunately, he showed us that one time, and I about passed out.
TMI.
Minu,
Right, TMI.
make sure you put the ticker.
Okay, what do
18 plus.
What do you want me to write on it?
18 plus.
He's talking about a rating like a movie.
Rating.
Rated R.
Is it TVMA for mature audiences?
It's after the hour.
It's got to be an after hour.
We're still recording, guys.
Daniel.
Okay.
Hey, Ash, Daniel want to say something. Unmute yourself, Daniel. Daniel, unmute yourself, Daniel.
Yeah, I want to hear from Daniel.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to say my final words to Ash. Thank you very much, Ash. The last time I spoke to you directly, virtually, was on Canada Meet and Greet. That was when engineer Michael Ojungtambia invited me there, and I talked to you very briefly there. I'm very glad to see you here. Yeah, I'm very glad to see you here now in Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much, Ash, for building this technology. Like in Papua New Guinea, we are nobody, but Unpacific brought us up to the spotlight. And we are very proud of you and your dream team. You've done an extremely great job. And we trust the process. We trust you. We trust all the leaders there. And Unpacific is already here. Like Mike Ellis always say, it is already here. So we have all connect right now. We are connecting here with no problem at all. I provided some feedback to Mati, and we are moving forward. We are unstoppable, like you always say. And you encourage us to upgrade our dreams. We have upgraded our dreams. We will continue to upgrade our dreams. Thank you very much, Sans, for your sacrifice and your time. Thank you very much to your lovely family as well, your wife and your children. I know they are supporting you from behind. And thank you very much for the hardworking team all over the offices we have on the ground. So I just want to take this opportunity to speak to you directly and thank you for the hard work that you have done. And one day, I'm sure Papua New Guineans will come with a delegation to meet you in person in your place in Orlando, Florida. So thank you very much, As. We really appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. Good to hear you. Very nice to hear you.
Thank you. Beautiful.
I just hope that you now see the possibility after little progress, because we need some progress. I was reminded by Muhammad Ali's quote today when he said, impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than explore the power of they have to change. So they find it easier just to say, it's impossible, it's difficult, not easy. So we chose the other way. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. Impossible is not a potential, or is not, is potential. Impossible is temporary, impossible is nothing. And that's a man who inspired us around the world, right? He tells you it's just an opinion. So yeah, we were told this is impossible, this is difficult, this is hectic, this is, we tried before you, but that's just an opinion. I believe we're making that progress. We love what we do, and it just, the persistence on something you believe in will literally pay off, even if it takes time. It doesn't matter, as long as you believe in what you're doing. I'm sorry, like, Dr. King, Martin Luther King, he said, no work is insignificant. Do anything. You got to be good at something. And if you do it well. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. And we believe in what we're doing. This is our work, and we're going to perfect it.
Absolutely. And someone we know said, do it or die.
That's exactly what I think and believe. Do it or die.
Beautiful.
I think if they're three, they can hear this. There's no harm, right? We can change the age category.
Okay.
PG-13.
We'll drop it down a little bit. Yeah.
But I was definitely inspired by people who made that change in our life, and it does work when you stick to your guns. You just have to have some progress. Eventually, you get to where you want to go. And this is just the beginning. Nobody can tell us it doesn't work. Nobody can tell us it's impossible. That's their opinion. We believe it's possible. We believe we never wanted it actually to be easy. Yeah, they say it's difficult, or what they mean is I can't do it. Them, like when they say that, I'm talking on their behalf, themselves. When somebody tells you it's impossible, that's what they think. That's their ability. It shouldn't reflect who you are or what you think or what you're capable of doing. And I believe we can change that. We all believe there has to be a better way, and we're not little. We're so many, and we've been around. We stuck together. Now, nobody is born yet. No man can tell us it's impossible. Nobody can tell us this is not going to work. No one. Their opinion is, yeah, it's difficult. I can't do it, but that doesn't determine our destination. I love what we're doing more than ever, and I see the progress. I see how people validated the fact that there's nothing out there like this. Whether you get it mentally or logically, or you just feel it. Many of us didn't really or fully get it in the beginning. They just felt it. And they followed their intuition in a way. That's a good thing. Because it's got to come from the heart first. And speaking of action, oh man. No action is too big or small. Whatever it takes. As Minu reminded us, do it or die is the start. That's not even, now I say, do it or die twice a day, or multiple times a day. It's all good. Die daily. I don't care. DD.
David Beckham lost the connection, but before you arrived, he was speaking his words, and he said, at some point I decided to help everybody, and the Spirit of Lord guided me. And we have heard that from you often. Something in common.
Beautiful. Fantastic. What was the topic? Just curious. I see the title. Let's have a family reunion.
Right.
Why
Marty
would you want to do that?
Marty spoke to the new version of Who Connect, brought everybody to the page, and we asked everybody to share, and they shared their heart out.
Ah, you're talking about passive family, the real family, not the biological.
That's it.
Yeah, family. Okay, that makes sense.
I would never go to my family reunion.
That's why I said, why would you want to do that? Okay, it's that family. Okay, that's better.
In fact, he put a block on that, Ash, for the family.
Yes. They all died. Yeah, they passed away. On my side.
May I say something, Ash?
Tell me.
You know, we have a little bit very powerful group, and behind we're always serving as a conduit for the vertical alignment. You know how it works. Then we pass on the energies to you, your family, the technical team, globally, and the whole On-Passive family and beyond, and to all haters and everyone, because it is equal. We are not judging. So it is so benevolent, and I'm sure that consciously or unconsciously you feel it. And because it's very, very powerful. And then we get the feedback of many, they are very sensitive. And during, we have about 20 minutes of silent with a high frequency energy music, 999 hertz, which gives us the chance to deep dive into a state of void, of stillness, of being nothing, being all. So we get kind of feedback of the awareness of the consciousness, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
So it is only beautiful because we are already in a new era, Ash. You know that we choose in which timeline we are. We choose what reality we create, and we choose, and that's we are the ones who are the change, and we are here to stay and to evolve and to expand. It is like this. And if you like, I did some feedbacks to you with this voice recording, and I didn't want to bother you anymore, but I'm going to go on with these feedbacks to keep you updated what awareness and what perception we have during this process, this energetic process, which we are interconnected through the whole quantum field, to all frequency. And you know that the cosmos talks in love. So our passive is totally aligned. Yes.
True.
Wow, Corinne, you never fail to deliver. So remember that case you are going to send me? Can you send another one to New Jersey too?
Well, I am already in New Jersey.
I
It's
got
Marty, you got
He could use some too. Oh, my goodness. Where do you get this?
It's so beautiful. Marty, we have so many flavors, and every flavor is important. And we
Did you
have
hear
a
that?
wonderful dish.
She got flavors.
All the colors, all the flavors, everything, our diversity is so beautiful. And our unity is
What
the
flavor
power.
do you like, DeGarmo?
What flavor do you like?
I like them all.
Marshmallow.
Yeah. Any kind of marshmallow.
Don't say barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say barbecue sauce.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, yes, it's all about remembering that we have all within us, and to really be aware that we are co-creating our reality. I tell you, every thought, every word, every no thought, every subconscious, we are responsible for every single day and creation we do. We are responsible. I feel like that. I'm responsible for what I do and for what I don't do. So I want to remind you, to get in this empowerment, to get into this power of being aware that we are responsible. And this gives us self-empowerment, because then we move consciously, just as Ash is so self-empowered, I know. And everybody who is in contact with him.
Did you say we are recreating our reality or our own reality?
Every minute,
Did
now
you hear
too.
that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Guys, did you hear that? We are co-creating. We're collectively together recreating our